As Worf starts drifting away to sleep, he starts coughing up into his hand, and on inspection of his hand, he notices speckles of blood left on his palm. And that's the last thing I'm going to tell you guys before you fall asleep. As you sleep, nothing eventful happens. Some time passes, 8 hours, without anything interesting happening of any kind. When you wake up, you see that nothing has changed, in fact. The guards continue to stand outside, almost completely still, statue-like, as you rise from your beds.
How much health do we regain while sleeping?
It is your level, I believe.
4.
Oh boy.
If one of my players / interns could check that for me, that would be really good as well.
I'm not in good shape, guys.
So when you wake up, Salazar, you're lost. The last
What
thing
the
you
fuck
remember
am
was,
I glowing?
and the last thing you remember was putting a sword into the gear. Now you've woken up, laying on the ground in a different room, glowing.
He's still glowing?
Yeah, he's still glowing.
I'm just gonna like spend some time staring at my arms, like waving my arms around, trying to figure out why I'm glowing and how to stop it.
Okay. Do you want to actually try to see if you recognize the glow in any way, shape, or form?
Yep.
You can roll a knowledge arcana on that.
How do I feel?
You feel not so good, but you don't feel awful. Your lungs have a little bit of a wheeze in them when you speak. And there's a slight tenseness in your chest. So, Salazar, as far as you're aware, somebody may have snuck up to you while you were asleep and painted you with carrot juice. That's not what you think. You don't have any leads on why you might be glowing orange.
I like clap my hands together when I see you're awake. Ah, Salazar, you're awake. You're moving now. We have to find Tick.
Why am I?
I don't know.
Because you're
After you put
beacon
the
of
sword
dumbness.
into the thing, it exploded. Flew backwards. Started glowing.
I'm gonna take the daggers out of my backpack and just like kick them
You
up
also
to the
still
side of
have
the room.
like the noose tied around your leg.
Give me a perception
gonna-
check. What's the noose attached to on the other end?
Nothing?
Like nothing. It's just
Nothing?
a loose rope that I was using to drag him.
Okay.
Is
Does everyone make
percepting?
a perception check, or?
Just Salazar.
Oh no, roll 20's being drunk again.
This will only have a negative impact on you if you roll exceptionally poorly. So you're fine. You've noticed the rope.
All right.
I'm
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 just like
gonna-
tossing the knives back out of my backpack.
Okay.
And seeing
Nothing
if I'm still
happens.
glowing.
Yeah, you're still
Are they glowing at all, or marked
No,
or whatever?
their appearance is unchanged from the first way you saw them.
Does Dominus like go up and touch Salazar?
No, this
Yeah.
for me?
Oh,
Oh.
greedy.
Yeah, I'm down to 13
But you have
Two-
touched Salazar, right?
earlier, yeah.
You touched Salazar.
I will... Have I?
You tied a noose around his ankle.
No, that's why I tied the noose so I could just like throw it around his foot.
Oh, you
Without
okay.
actually touching him. I'm going to cast Detect Magic on Dominus and see if he
Cool.
has any magical
Fucking-
auras.
Are you casting detect magic? You cast it on someone. You cast it, and then you're able to see the auras around you.
Okay, then I'll do that.
So you feel a glow coming from everything I've said previously, being the knives and weapons, as well as Salazar and Rattles, not from Dominus.
Nothing magical from Dominus.
The aura
Like a sword.
emanating from Salazar is of the enchantment nature as well. Divination.
Okay.
Divination nation.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like how you healed more with your 1d8 than I did with my 2d8.
That's actually very funny.
Autumn?
Did you heal me for the sleep?
No, I think he healed himself.
No,
Yes.
like.
Oh,
for me.
yes.
Your level.
I'm gonna point at the door. Who's that? Who are they?
I'll put my finger on my lips. Shh, don't talk to them. Don't want them to fight us.
I like immediately reach for my daggers.
As soon as he goes to reach for his daggers, I'm reaching for my greatsword.
Just-
no.
like violently staring at the statues with a very like paranoid look on my face.
They're gonna ask for a ticket. If anything asks, I like just get around like everybody. I group them all together, making sure not to touch Salazar. And I say, if anyone asks for a ticket, just say you're going to get it, or that somebody's bringing the ticket to you, and
Well, I was
avoid the
intending to go
question as
find it.
much as possible.
I was intending to go find a ticket anyway. So, all right.
Wait, would it just be smarter to just like risk running past them? I mean, we don't know what's in there. It could be worse. It might
Okay,
just be
Warp,
better
go
to-
ahead.
Yeah, go, please.
I was just suggesting. I wasn't volunteering.
I'm gonna like kick the noose free and walk up to them and ask if they can remind me what the ticket looks like.
It'll be some type of symbol denoting the fact that you are allowed into this building.
I show them one of the daggers.
This means nothing to us.
I toss it back in the corner and walk away. Guys, tickets have symbols. We have to find a symbol.
We also have yes. Well, I guess we should go find tickets, unless you want to try Worf's idea and sprint out of the building.
Does anybody need any help with their healing? I can make a few potions.
I have
Somewhere between finding a ticket and just running past the guards is probably attacking them.
I have plan C.
You have what?
Plan C.
And what is this plan?
They disappear from sight. I drink a
That-
potion of cure light wounds and try to sneak past them.
I could have made you a free potion of cure light wounds.
Too fucking late now, isn't it?
Even up.
Try to slide either between them or between one of them and the door, whatever seems to have the most space.
So when you try to slide between them, they do this sort of stereotypical spears in diagonal shape and put them between themselves. You can duck under it if you want, though.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
this-
we're
but
gonna
the
do
message
that.
is clear. So you're gonna sort of duck under the spears and slide through?
Yep.
Kinky. As you duck under the spears and take a step past them, they're both going to take their spears and stab you with them. Now, that stealth check is interesting. Of course, it's broad daylight and you're just walking between two guards.
Our dumbass catboy doing what dumbass catboys do.
So, I have two of these d20s right here. I'm going to roll them both right now. What's your armor class?
Armor class is 20.
Okay. One of them's spear passes between your legs, and the other one is going to embed itself into your arm. I'll roll this as public information because that's kind of interesting to happen. You take 6 damage.
Ow.
And when his spear goes into you, you notice there's runes running along the spear's shaft that begin lighting up.
All right.
But they're not doing anything else. His spear is in you, and he's just standing there like that.
I
I'm
wave
gonna
with my
sprint
other
past him.
arm. Like, guys, glowing.
I'm gonna run
I-
past him now that the spear is there.
The other guard is
There
going
is
to try
the
to
other-
stab you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 1 is less than 2.
And what's your armor class?
Low.
5.
It's very low. Hang on. 15?
You've taken 13 damage.
I have?
Yes, you
Mhm.
have.
Yeah.
Same thing. The spear's in your arm, and the runes begin to glow.
Now I'll run. since
Yeah, I
have
wave
attack
for the other
opportunity.
2.
I am standing here just watching it all go down.
There's not a lot of space for you to run between anymore. There's a Salazar
But they don't have
standing
to
there.
run at this point. They can take their time.
And they can
Even.
do whatever they want. All right, Worf. So you're going to try to run through
I'll
or
just
slip
shove
through.
my way past them.
I want both. I don't want anything. Salazar, Autumn, I need you to both give me will checks.
Lovely.
I love that you guys are both just like, I accept my fate.
I mean, will is what I'm good at, but I never roll. So
Yeah,
I never
yeah.
roll good. So
Autumn, you feel compelled to stop Worf by any means.
we'll stop Worf by any means.
Shouldn't be very hard. I'm not very sure. Just like grab me and I'm done.
Now, is this one of those things where it's like I see him as an enemy or just stop him?
It's a compulsion to stop him.
Okay. So I'm not going to summon giant spiders to attack him. I'm instead going to try and grab him with my arm.
That's a CMD check, right?
It is, yeah, against his CMD.
Hehe.
Well, I rolled well on that.
So you've been grabbed, Worf.
Yes,
I don't know what
have
your CMD is, but it can't be
It's
that
not
good.
22.
11.
So
Yeah,
is it
you've
really?
been grabbed.
Is it really a 22? Why do I have such a high?
Anna, why are you
Jesus.
grabbing me? It hurts.
I must stop you, Worf.
You know, at this point, I think you'll all be better, for my sake, all dead.
I'm going
At
to
least if I raise you as corpses, I can control you somewhat.
Yeah, but I
I'm-
cannot kill you like this.
I'm going to respond
Worrying
to
thing I've ever read.
Autumn.
Jew is just like, what? Incoming party betrayal?
I
I'm gonna,
Let's
You're
clip
all
that.
being fucking dumb!
can I slap Autumn to try to snap her out of it?
You can do whatever you want. Of course you can try to slap
I'm gonna
her.
slap Autumn, trying to snap her out of it to
You
let me go.
Yeah, you've slapped Autumn. Autumn, you feel very slapped.
I'm going
I'm
to
gonna
respond
reach
to
out.
this
This
whole
will give
thing.
you a bonus on the next compulsion check, though.
Okay.
I'm going to leap tackle the 2 of them and try to just like shove them off the side of the staircase.
Make a willpower check.
I'm gonna try to pull Worf back inside.
You aren't compelled to do anything, but your body is still held fast.
Can I try and get out of this?
If you want, yeah. In
I'll
the
try.
meantime, it seems Dominus is going to be doing something unfortunate. So what are you doing, Dominus?
I wanted to try and pull Worf back inside.
That's not that unfortunate. Probably a good move.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, give me a strength check.
This whole scene is so stupid.
Worf, not Worf. Autumn, Salazar, I need you to both give me another willpower check. You both resist it, but you feel an entity trying to pry its way into your mind.
I'm trying to remove staff from my arm again.
Make a willpower check.
Wait, is she still compelled? Or at this point?
Yeah, that compulsion is still in effect to stop you.
Okay.
I'm not succeeding in pulling Salazar inside, so I'm just gonna let go and step away.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to. I still have like an arm free, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
And however
gonna
making
drink my strength mutagen that I made forever ago.
Have one of those.
Yeah, I prepped one like
Nice.
forever ago.
A week ago, it's just been sitting in his
It's
backpack.
been sitting there. They don't go bad.
This smells horrible, but it's still good.
So I gain 2 armor, natural armor, right? And then get 2 strength.
Oh man, you're at a -2 now.
-2. Woo!
It's not bad.
I'm
Okay.
gonna switch out myself for Rattles to pull
Okay.
Worf back inside because
That's
Rattles
much
is
smarter.
stronger than me. Yeah.
I'll assist him in pulling me away.
Okay, you guys can give me both strength checks. If you cross a certain threshold,
Cool.
Worf, you'll have assisted Rattles, and then we can get an opposed strength roll in here from
Cool.
ye old Autumn. Or she can try to break free of the compulsion.
I'll try and break free, but
Astonishingly, you fail. You fail at pulling Worf back in. Okay, you've managed to break free of the compulsion.
Now I will run forward.
While you're running forward?
Yes.
Okay, so when you run forward, are you looking around at all, or are you just running straight
Yeah,
away?
I'll look forward. Like I'm not gonna just like. I'm just gonna like try to peek through while I'm being like grabbed and shit.
Where are you? What are you looking at?
I'm gonna look at the sides to see if there's more of them, like going down the
Guards?
stairs. Yeah.
No more guards. But
I'm
when
gonna
you
look
look
up
to your
too.
when you look to your right, left, and up, you notice something, which is that this building is enormous, significantly larger than even from where you are right now. If you remember, there was maybe 100 feet wide from the 3 rooms you'd been in. The building is now 500 feet wide at least. And you can see stone is emerging from the sides of the building and stretching out into the ground to build a new structure. And the same thing is happening, it's growing upwards as well.
Yeah, maybe I won't run out. I'm gonna go backwards. Back
Going
in
back
the room.
inside.
Go back. inside.
When you go to run back inside, one of the guards says, "Ticket, please."
Tickets, please.
Well, you've
Are you-
fucking done it now.
Are you asking for a ticket for me to come in or for me to go out?
We require a ticket from all guests who wish to stay here.
I'm not interested in staying here, so I'll just go, you know?
Have a nice day, sir.
I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna walk away. Did they just let me go?
Yeah, that's what you go.
I'm just gonna like stand out like at the bottom of the stairs and just like look at everybody.
The scene of Worf and Salazar just standing there.
Yeah, Salazar being stabbed, Autumn being stabbed, and Dominus just like staring down.
I'm just like tapping my foot, just watching everything.
You can feel that you're going to have to do something, or there's going to be something negative happening to your mind. You can feel it stirring.
Wait,
can
no.
I?
Dominus can give me a perception check. DC's that's good enough. You can notice that the veins of Salazar and Autumn are starting to pulse slightly.
Can I try and like break free of the grip of the spear again and get outside?
Yeah, of course you can. You can also say something to the guards if you really want to. Yeah, you managed to overcome the compulsion, so you can take an action this turn.
I'll flee down the stairs.
Okay. You're going to take 4 damage, and you're going to give me
Okay.
a fortitude save.
Five. Nice.
Take an extra 1 damage and you're bleeding.
I'm unconscious now.
Yeah, I think her to step out of the way so she doesn't touch me.
Okay,
I
As
just
she
fall down the
falls.
flight of stairs.
so give me a stabilization check, please.
What is that? A D10
It's a
or a D20? with a-
Constitution roll.
So
Yeah.
I have a question. Isn't she rolling down the stairs now?
yeah. That's why I'm giving you this look.
That's why I'm dodging out of the way.
She's not rolling down the stairs. Just is that that's good enough, right?
How negative
Yeah,
are
it's a-
you?
Yeah, it's good enough.
Exactly 0.
So
you're fine.
rolling down not the stairs, Rav, but the mountain.
Ah,
You're on a mountain if you remember.
yeah.
Wait,
yeah. Well,
how-
Autumn is rolling
How
down.
steep is it? Like, is she just gonna go flying down?
This is further down the mountain, so it's not this like 70-degree angle it was when you came down initially. It's the more like 80-degree, 90-degree angle.
How far
This-
away?
But am I
a
taking bleed
slope.
damage every turn or?
Yeah, you're bleeding every turn.
Okay.
See, this
How
is one
far
of those
away?
moments.
But isn't that what
Where-
the stabilization is for? Is to stop bleeding?
No, this is bleed damage,
Ah,
not
okay.
like being unconscious damage.
Yeah, she lost a fortitude save to stop bleeding. If she was conscious, she could just stem the bleeding at like DC 10.
How far does it look like she's gonna roll?
Probably most of it or all of it into the death swamp.
Alright, I'll try to catch her. I'll be a good person.
Yeah, she's rolling 20 feet around right now.
Alright. I'll try to catch her. Is that like
Okay.
strength or something?
Yeah, that's what that would be.
That's
Alright.
great.
Good thing I boosted my strength by 1. Negative 1!
So, we're going to have you take some damage as you get pulled along with her. You're going to take 2 damage, and you're tumbling too.
As you wish.
Oh, my sweet Wesley, what have I done? Ow! Oh!
Dominus is just gonna start laughing, just like at everything that's happening.
We broke
Yeah, I
him.
should have just left it.
is-
Dominus, I need another perception check from you. You see Rattles has started to glow slightly.
Cool, I'm gonna dispel him.
Okay, when you dispel him, you hear a loud thunderclap, and his body starts to powder away before getting pulled away.
That's not normal.
And you feel a dark energy flee from the room and start heading down the mountain. You can't see it at all, but you get the feeling.
Well, I guess I just fucked everything.
So Salazar, you're just standing there right now.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try and follow Worf's lead. I'm gonna like try and turn and walk back in, claim I don't have a ticket and leave again.
That's a willpower check first.
Yeah.
How much bleed damage am I taking every turn? Just so I know.
1.
1. Okay.
You die in 12 rounds, is that right? So yeah, you're able to take an action. What's the action?
I'm gonna
10 round.
walk back towards the entryway.
Okay, take 4 bleed damage.
Ow.
Or take 4 damage, and now you're bleeding. That is to say. So actually take... Sorry, 4 damage, give me a fortitude save.
Damage.
I'm just gonna make you
fortitude
bleed. I'm
save.
gonna make Autumn roll for it, but you're just gonna bleed. It's because you're a woman. So you're not bleeding. You're gonna walk back inside?
Not fully inside, but like back towards the doorway.
So you hadn't fully left the stoop, so they just let you go back inside.
See, I was under the impression I got stabbed having fully run past them.
No, you stepped between them and they stabbed you.
Yeah.
Like you were maybe 6 inches in front of them.
Yeah, no, fuck that. Then I'm walking the other way with this.
That's fine. Yeah, okay. As you walk away, they're going to try to stab you again.
That's fine.
Is it though?
It's actually the same 2 rolls from before.
So one of them hits you.
So one of them hits you.
Oh my god.
You take 9.
Aren't you unconscious now?
No, but I'm damn close.
I'm
I'm going to tumble away down the stairs.
That sounds like a
Acrobatics away.
That's a willpower check.
Wait, what about the people tumbling down the mountain?
Okay, so you're able to free your mind. Take 4 damage and give me a fortitude save.
Bye!
And then come rolling down
That's
the
wrong.
mountain?
That's reflex, not fortitude. And that
Yep.
does exactly knock me unconscious.
Yep.
Now there's
Great.
2
you're-
unconscious people rolling down the mountain.
But you're not bleeding, at least. Now you're rolling faster. You're rolling 30 feet around
because
because you jumped down the mountain.
Can I like try to stop myself from rolling down the mountain since I'm
You-
awake?
You can. You also notice Salazar rolling up to you. He's going to catch up to you in about 30 seconds.
Hey, so is there anything in this room that I could use as like, you know, to put between me and the 2 statues as I jump out the door?
Rattles.
Ooh, that's not a bad
Yeah,
idea.
Rattles is gone. Rattles is dust.
You could. What kind of thing are you looking for?
Anything that
What?
could like, I don't know, form some sort of a board or something as I go down the mountain.
So you're
Or,
trying
you
to.
know,
You are
protect-
trying to sled
protect
down the
myself.
mountain.
Maybe, but also like just to protect myself from a blow, as if I go through.
You can try. Not in this room. You could try to get one of the crate lids from the other room and use it as sort of a makeshift shield.
Hmm.
2 makeshift shields if you really want to.
I have an idea. And it
3.
involves-
1 is a sled.
The idea involves summoning an undead, who will then push me as I am in the crate outside of the door. But that doesn't sound like the best idea.
I mean, what could
I
go
love
wrong?
it.
I
So
mean,
I-
you don't know until you've tried.
True. But I'm just gonna go grab one of the lids and do it. I'm gonna take a running start and jump out.
Okay, so you're sledding down the lid.
No, I'm jumping out to try and like have something between one of the blows
Okay.
and me.
Okay, so go ahead and grab a lid, and you can
Mhm.
give me an acrobatics check.
So
And
that's gonna go great.
and is this dice weighted? This dice must be weighted. It's not weighted. Yeah, okay. It just rolled 3 17s in a row, though. 1 in 8,000 chance of that
This is
happening
gonna
for
go
those
great.
curious.
That's
How?
a minus.
All the tumbling.
You can take 12 and give me a fortitude save.
Roll dead.
So you're not
Nice.
bleeding. You're not bleeding. You are rolling, though.
That's fine.
And you're not
So-
unconscious.
So you can give me a roll to attempt to cease to tumble down the mountain wharf.
What?
What would that be? Acrobat? Reflex?
That would be acrobatics. I don't think balance is in this game.
Yep.
It is at a penalty because you're currently tumbling with Autumn. Okay, you managed to get free of the tumbling. You can do one of 2 things. You can continue to tumble, but tumble not with Autumn, or you can cease to tumble here and be in front of Autumn, hopefully running away from her. But she's tumbling at you, so you'd have to get out of the way. That choice is up to you.
Wait. I'm confused.
So you
You
can
can
either break
tumble-
away and like tumble side by side instead of tangled up, or you can stop but be hit by Autumn in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, you can tumble to your feet basically and be run and like you're standing now, but she's rolling right behind you and is about to crash into you.
So then I just started tumbling again.
Once you jumped over her, or ran away from her. And the other thing you could do is just tumble to the side, like control your roll so you tumble away from her, and you're still rolling down the mountain, but you're not tumbling with Autumn anymore.
Can I just tumble? Like, can I stop my tumble and then just like fall flat?
You can. What do you mean?
Just like
Yeah.
go like,
You can.
on the
you can-
ground. Just,
You
like,
can try to
flat.
do that, but Autumn is going to roll over you like instantly.
He's gonna do
So, you're,
bludgeoning
so,
damage.
so,
and
you're, so it's
squish
probably
you.
going to bludgeon you, and you're probably going to have to hold onto the ground.
I just don't see. Like, it doesn't make sense in my head what's happening. Like, I get
do
what you're saying, but I don't get how it happens. Because if we're tumbling together, how does she hit me when I stop tumbling? If I like,
Because if she's in front of you,
well, like,
then-
so I tried grabbing her, she hit me, so then we started tumbling together. So like, how is she in front of me?
you guys are switching places pretty much constantly, and you're tumbling over.
Yeah, we're
each
like
other.
right on top of each other.
Yeah.
It's like a.
Right, he's saying she would be in front of you or behind you.
It's like this
Slightly.
kind of thing.
Yeah. That's what I get.
And then if you stand up, like a second later, she is going to continue tumbling and hit you in the legs.
Well, couldn't I just stop tumbling after? I guess
That's how
I'd
the
have
car-
to break away
that's how-
first.
That's how the cards fell this time.
All right, I'll just
It's just bad luck, frankly.
I'll see what happens if I stop tumbling. I'll try to jump over something.
You're gonna try to.
jump to the
There are
side.
other things you could do. There are other things you could try. You could also try to wait your opportunity, and like use this to control your fall, so you can wait for her to be in front of you and then tumble away from her. Then that's another option. And then you get a bonus on that check.
Sure, I'll do that.
Okay. With
I take
that
1
decision
damage.
being made, the check is not going to be too hard next turn. It's going to be pretty easy, but you're going to be taking
More bludgeoning.
that much damage.
Doubled.
Doubled. Is it 0.5 or doubled? I forget.
It's 0.5. It's not
Yeah, it's
double.
0.5.
It's 0.5. And before I hit you for 2, and this time you're taking 6, so you're taking 7, so you're down 2. Bad. Or like pretty bad.
Wow, but what about my natural arm? Joking. My
It's
armor to
a
the
tree, Ken. We bring that to Dominus's turn. You're tumbling down the.
Yeah,
Do
I'm
I
gonna
not
try
take
to
one?
use-
Do I not take 1 damage?
Yeah, you take a damage.
Do I
So
take
does
any
Salazar.
tumbling damage?
Yeah, both of you take 1 damage.
Do I take tumbling damage though?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, exactly. Both you and Salazar take a damage for being
Doesn't he
unconscious.
take 2 because he's bleeding also?
yeah, I take 2. 1 from
Yeah.
bleeding and 1 from
Yeah.
tumbling.
This is
I'm
where
gonna
we
try to stop
die.
Myself. Yeah, this is where you guys die.
How did this happen?
Isn't Dominus flying faster than Salazar at this point? Because like he was like running start.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
gonna
going.
try to use
He's
my
going
blade to stop myself.
very fast. You're using your blade to stop yourself. Strength check.
Yeah, like stab into the ground.
Or at
Okay.
least slow my descent.
So your descent is being slowed. You're slow. It's partly wedged into the ground. Your descent is slowed by 10 feet. You were falling 40 feet a turn before, but you
Right.
can feel it getting pried out of your grip.
Can I try to hold on tighter?
Of course you can. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
do
goal.
that.
Okay.
Just hold on, man.
If you know that if you try to hold on, you can do a couple things. You can try to hold on as tightly as you can and wedge it further into the ground to stop yourself completely, but it may get ripped out of your hands.
Mm-hmm.
You can also keep your hold firm and pull it out and try again.
Would it have slowed me down enough to where I could push myself off and fly with my wings?
Yes. Oh, and this sled gets pulled out from beneath you.
Yeah, but that's fine. That doesn't matter.
It's just not. It's not fine for Salazar necessarily.
Oh well.
Or me.
Or him.
Or Autumn.
Lots of
mean-
hazards coming down at me.
I didn't mean to kill everyone, and in fact, I don't think I did.
Nope, I probably.
I
Yeah,
should
I'm
just
gonna.
I should just done what I knew and just let her fly by.
Oh no, there are a lot of things you could have done, but we're too late for that now.
I do kind of want to try to like stop myself with my wings though.
Okay, yeah, try to stop. You can give me a strength check to try to brace against the wind. Now, if you do this, it's not. I mean, you're gonna be able to do it. It's just gonna be that the impact of the speed is gonna buffet you as you fly away,
That's fine.
and you're just gonna take a solid 4 damage here.
That's fine.
But you're controlled now.
Okay.
Your momentum is still carrying you down the mountain, like that
But I can
direction. You
control-
can
I can
stop. You can
control-
control that. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're bringing us back to Wharf now. What's up with you?
Acrobatics. Trying to stop the tumble.
Just roll a 1. Close enough.
You are able to stand. Like you're able to control the tumble
Okay.
with that roll. So you're not falling down anymore. Like you sort of do a combination of pushing against the ground and controlling yourself and all that kind of stuff, but your skin scrapes against the ground as it happens, and you're gonna take 2 damage. But
Okay.
other than that, you're free now. Autumn's falling, Salazar's falling. You look up and see Salazar coming towards you. He's 20 feet away.
I'm just gonna try to jump
Stop
to.
him. Stop him.
I'm gonna try to jump to the side.
Okay.
A side that's not like off the mountain.
Yeah, there's no off the mountain here. It's
Okay.
it was a elevated section, but the building takes up like the entire plateau,
Okay.
and then there's the ground runs off from it.
Yeah, I'm gonna just like jump to the side.
Okay,
Like do a dive.
you can just do that.
Okay.
Salazar rolls past you.
And the lid.
Yeah. So anything? We're just gonna do Wharf and Dominus for now. Salazar and Autumn are just falling. What are your 2 current negative health totals?
I'm at -2.
I am at -1.
Okay, and what health do you guys die at?
Actually, I should be at -3.
I
I'm
die.
at
I die at -12.
-10.
Okay, you're going to live, Salazar. You're gonna reach the bottom before you die from bludgeoning damage, and you're not currently bleeding, and you're stable. Autumn's currently slated for death because she's taking 2 damage around,
Mm-hmm.
so she'll die just before she reaches the bottom.
Is there a way for me to catch up to Autumn?
Yes. How fast do you fly?
I think it's the same as my movement speed.
Which is
30.
so you can take a 2 times move 60 feet. You'll catch up to her in 3 rounds.
Will be 1 point from death.
And that'll just stop the bludgeoning damage.
So you would have to like swooping grab her, stabilize her, stem the bleeding.
You can swoop down,
pump the
grab
healing
her.
here.
You could also just
Or
heal
yeah,
her, yes.
yeah, swooping cure light wounds, bitch slap.
That's the idea that I was having. Yeah.
Or it could be cooler if I try to throw you. I make a potion and throw it to you.
And she has to ingest it, which doesn't work if you're throwing it at her.
No, I'm gonna throw
Also-
it to you, so you catch it and then you shove it down her throat.
Yeah,
While
with
she's
my
tumbling.
apparatus,
Here,
that thing is
her
gonna
mouth
go
is here.
down.
Her mouth is here. Her mouth is here. You're pouring it. Just pouring it on her face.
Take some
Yeah,
of
I'm
it.
gonna go into a dive and just start going for Autumn then.
Okay, yeah. You can just fly towards her. There's no real need for you to make a roll to heal her. You can just do that.
Yeah, I'll do the heal, right? Like I'll spend the heal second.
You
What was that?
are 2 turns from the ground currently, because she's still tumbling, obviously.
Yeah.
And you can presume that when she reaches the ground, she's going to take some increased amount of damage.
I'm gonna also try to stop her, because she'll have 2 turns, right? Once I
Mhm.
reach her. Right, so I could heal her and
2
then try
turns
to
after
stop
the
her.
heal. You're 2 turns after the heal.
Oh,
after the
oh,
heal's
and I have 2
happened.
turns to try and stop her.
Yeah.
Good.
You should plunge your sword into the ground next to her and slice her in half.
That way you get 2 corpses when you res her. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, so give me a strength check to try to stop her. Or find a creative way to stop her. Yeah, you managed to. What are you doing specifically?
I like swoop it. Can I roll the heal first as well?
Yeah, of course.
+4 as well. So
So 13 for you. Actually wake up, I believe, Autumn,
that's about just enough, right?
and you're no longer bleeding. Heals stop bleeding.
Yeah.
To stop her, I'm just gonna like lift her off the ground slightly.
You can just let her roll at this point. She won't die.
No.
I mean, it's true.
I just slightly lift her off the ground and just stop my own momentum
Okay.
with
So
my wings.
yeah, so you're sort of holding her by her arms, and she's crucified beneath you, sort of thing.
I was more thinking like underneath
Princess
her.
Carrie?
Yeah.
She's even more in love with you now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
You'll-
Yeah, you wake up with Dominus arms around you, flying.
And the sun directly, like, behind him.
Yeah, these large pitch black wings.
But I don't really remember anything from like what was going on, right? Like I just
No.
like took damage. I panic and punch him in the face.
You can't see his face. You're facing down. He's
Oh, okay.
like you're just looking at the ground right now.
Okay.
Kick him in the balls. This is the shittiest shit show. The last, everything that just happened.
I
or even
thought
tumbling down.
I thought we had gotten as shit show as we were gonna get.
It got a lot worse.
It got a lot worse.
It gets worse every session. I don't know how it
The
happens.
stupefying
Every
thing.
minute.
The stupefying thing is how you don't try obvious things.
Well, the worst part is you always make us shoot ourselves in the foot the second you ask, how do you want to do it? And
Yeah.
we just shoot ourselves in the foot. Like, we get the good roll, and you're just like, what exactly are you doing? And we just say something stupid, like, I'm gonna try to do a backflip.
I'm going to, instead of speaking to or attacking the guard, jump down the mountain.
Why would I attack the? I don't know how powerful these things are.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
I find them
get it.
terrifying.
That's fine. It's just funny to me.
They're not living. So
You guys
like,
didn't.
I don't know
you
if my necrotic stuff is gonna work on them. So
It's
I'm
just that you
just
guys-
like, nah.
You guys didn't even try. Hey, can you let me go? That's my
Autumn
favorite
explicitly
part.
They
did.
said- no,
Yes, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Can I leave?
Yeah.
No, we require a ticket for you to leave.
Yeah.
Well, we
No,
don't
no,
have
no,
tickets.
When you were stabbed, I mean.
Ah. Why would being
That's-
stabbed qualify as a ticket?
No. I could mean like unstab you. You. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's fine. We're here now.
Those are not logical things that you would ever do.
Never
Like,
is what
can you
you
let me
did.
go from stabbing?
No, I think
Please
running
remove your
away
knife
is
from
far
my
more
arm.
logical than please stop stabbing me,
Alright,
sir.
Running away is pretty logical.
How
It all
close is
makes sense.
Salazar to
Fra-
being dead right now?
Salazar will hit the ground and be at 1 health.
Does he have to
Which is
roll to
fine.
stabilize?
I am
He is
stabilized.
stabilized.
Oh, he is
He is
stable.
but
One.
I just used my last heal on Autumn, so
I got plenty of heals.
Salazar will take the remainder of this game unconscious or blind.
he doesn't.
Sparkle, sparkle.
Well, you guys are now in control because the guards you can see are up there just chilling, and nothing else.
Are they
exciting
still
is
in
happening.
stabby
The building's
pose?
still growing?
No, they've gone back. Yeah, you can see it's still growing.
Is it just like growing from nothing? Like, is it just making new stone, or
Yeah, the stone is like it's almost like liquid stone is pouring out from the sides of the building and then coalescing into a form.
is it showing like any sign of stopping, or is it just growing?
It's slowing down,
Okay.
but at this point, it's enormous. It's full blown castle status right now.
Hey, you know what? I totally forgot. That cool bow that that Rattles had is
Oh no.
it's on
Goodbye,
the
but you
floor.
just go back and get it.
Yeah, I bet they'll let us in.
Hey, do you want to know what else I have? That would have been kind of useful. The decanter that freezes things solid.
yeah,
No, you guys.
Jeez.
No, you guys
It's
had
on cooldown for like
one.
No, it's on cool. It's like a week cooldown.
You guys had 1,000,000 options.
chose the best option. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna walk down the mountain safely and go give Salazar. I'm gonna make a healing pot. Good.
Okay.
I'm not
So I
gonna
have a
touch
que- I
him
have a
though.
question.
Is there a
Are we-
way?
I'm not gonna touch him
Is there
though.
a way I can give it to him without touching him?
Yeah, you can just pour it into his mouth.
Alright, I'll do that. I'm still paranoid.
I understand. Dominus, you can feel you feel the eldritch feeling that you felt when Rattles dissipated.
Do I feel it while I'm holding?
Well, I told
Autumn?
you that you're holding her right now, and you currently feel it. So yes, you feel it while you're holding Autumn.
Okay. While I'm still a bit above the ground, I'm a dropper. On her
Uh,
head.
How far are we above the ground currently, would you say?
I'm like a good 10 feet above the ground.
Lapis, we're taking 1d6 damage.
Very well then.
It's like a shock, right? Like, oh fuck.
I mean, this is probably if the person I was holding while flying suddenly had eldritch energy that was
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
skeleton, I would probably drop them too.
In fact, you're going to take d6 plus 2 damage, because you're also probably going to start rolling down the mountain again.
Do you roll? I roll it. You roll it.
You can roll it.
No, that's for you, Jason.
So
Yeah,
you-
I'm
well,
still
the-
unconscious.
Wait, are you knocked unconscious by that 1 damage, Lapis?
You bet I am.
So yeah, you do roll down the rest of the mountain then. And who would you crash into?
At least I'm not bleeding.
Worf, who's standing over Salazar.
I'm gonna look over. Can I do perception?
Yeah.
See if there's any odd people rolling
Yeah,
at me.
you hear no sound, then you hear. So hopefully your bat ears pick this up. Your bat ears pick this up.
Are they on direct course for me?
Direct course.
I'm gonna prepare to get. I'm gonna get out of the fucking.
It's like a car with a pop tire.
Both you and Salazar take 1 damage from colliding into each other.
Good thing I healed him. He'd be dead. Shit.
I'm still very unconscious though.
But you're not dead.
So how much more damage should I take for being unconscious and just my turn ending, or do I need to roll for that again?
You can stabilize. The 2 was for rolling.
That is
Don't
not
think that's
You,
stabilize.
you are currently still bleeding out.
I heal you for 7 again, Jason.
Oh my god, I'm awake.
Autumn is
Mhm.
currently the anime scene where a girl is laying on top of you.
Do I notice that she's unconscious?
Yes, probably.
Does he also notice the eldritch feeling that's coming from her body?
He also
Nope.
feels that.
I feel it, but I don't notice it yet.
That's fine.
There are more pressing matters.
One man.
Well, he feels something, but he can't put a finger on what exactly it is. It's just
Oh,
uncanny
he's
to
definitely
him.
putting his fingers somewhere.
You heal for
we're
8,
just-
Autumn.
We're just playing D&D in the way I mean it.
Exactly.
BD and DSM.
BD and DSM.
There goes 2 of my 5 spells for the day.
I think that's that's half my my level 1s. That's half my
How
heals.
many? Do you think we can make this a recurring motif to have half the campaign just be you crashing down mountains? And
Not
It's
just
just
down
being
any
out
mountain.
twice.
Not down
Down
any
this mountain.
Down this mountain and healing each other.
The last session of this game should be you returning to this mountain and just walking up it.
See,
We're gonna come
no,
back and
no.
take over the castle.
I'm tempted to walk back up and ask for the bow.
Well, I mean, go for it, honestly. The only real plot that's happened to this game so far has been on this mountain, so there's a good
Yeah.
chance we're gonna be here again.
And now there's a castle on the top of the mountain, so
Yeah, I'm just
That's
gonna like
growing.
poke Autumn and make sure she's awake.
Yes, I'm fine. Then she like spits out a mouthful of like grass.
Teeth.
with all this
Teeth.
excitement, have I coughed up any more blood, or am I okay-ish?
You don't remember coughing up any blood, but your shirt is covered in it.
Oh, what's my health looking like?
You haven't taken damage since last time I told you, have you?
I rolled down the mountain a little bit, but that's
Yeah,
it.
didn't I tell you after you reached the end of the mountain?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Either
you-
way, it's pretty bad.
pretty bad. I'll make another healing pot and drink it for myself. This is all I do with these things, anyways. I roll good for myself.
Wow, your health is good. Somewhere between good and above average. It's pretty good. Pretty good. We'll go with pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I'm gonna like look around and make sure that everyone's not dead.
Do I also feel the Eldritch Abomination?
You two cannot put a handle on what it is. What you
My
can
name is
feel is an
Autumn,
uncanny
excuse
presence. The other thing I need everyone to do, given that you're now back in the Death Swamp, is to give me fortitude saves.
We're not in. I'm not in the Death Swamp. I'm floating.
That's
on
true.
The mountain
Everyone
above.
not named Dominus.
Good.
And if you remember how these work, you're not going to have anything untowards happen to yourselves this turn, but Autumn, if she remains here, will start hallucinating.
I'm gonna put a rag on my face, knowing the situation, being in this situation before.
Yeah, Autumn will put a rag over her face.
I'm
Just
gonna.
a rag.
Like, oh, what rag?
There we go.
Do I notice any people from down below up above now?
You're not locationally close to where you were necessarily. You know that they're
Were we
much
at the
further.
bottom of the mountain when we blew it up, or is this a different part of
You
down the
ran
mountain?
pretty far into the mountain.
Yeah,
we-
we,
into
we
the
were
Far into the swamp,
we were a
yeah.
ways
Swamp,
into the
I mean.
swamp when we blew it up. Yeah, I'm gonna like hoist Autumn up and limp up the mountain a bit with her, just away from the death swamp.
Okay. So romantic. How far are we going up the Death Swamp?
I mean, far enough away that not inhaling shit.
So you're gonna get about 15 feet up the mountain,
Hmm.
just for safety. Nothing exciting is happening currently. You guys are pretty free to relax, chillax.
I'm gonna flop over and start eating a little bit,
It's not a bad idea.
Just- pulling some shit out of my
Everybody-
rations bag.
Did everyone remove a ration from their bed or from their bag for
I've-
sleeping?
I did.
I did not, but I am now. Oh boy, I only have a week's worth of food left.
I have 120 days left.
Jesus.
What the actual fuck?
Oh yeah, only Rap's food remained, remember? Like, everyone else lost
Yeah.
at least 8/10 of the food. Rap lost
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
1/10.
I
Yeah.
had all of the food, ever.
And then you stole a bunch of food from these people.
No, I got it returned to me.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, you
Yes,
did
but it
steal a
wasn't-
bunch, didn't you?
No, I didn't steal any.
No, they gave it to him.
They gave it to me.
You're because we
Willingly.
were the
Okay,
saviors
fine.
of the
He
city.
extorted a bunch of food from those people.
But it's the food
That-
that he gave to them. If
That is
anything,
correct.
he extorted gems instead.
That is
when-
100% correct.
When you inspect your food supplies to eat them today, Dominus, you notice that they're not in perfect condition. The food you got from the people down below. They're not bad, but they're
But it
going
was the
bad.
s- It's
It
the
was
same
his
food
food.
that I used.
Oh, it was your food,
Yeah,
wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was
Mhm.
my food that I got
They
back.
gave him his food back because he used it to trade to get.
I specifically
right.
asked
That's
for that
right.
food.
Yeah, you're fine then.
Yeah, I'm a smart cookie.
I guess I've revealed to you that their food doesn't exactly last long upstairs.
Oh man, that's such a shame.
The more that we fucked them.
My bad.
Corpses for
These
the flood.
poor people.
No kidding.
No.
We fucked them
Corpses
bad.
for the flood.
Guys,
So, While I'm
good
here,
now.
like, can I see anything while I'm like, if I float a bit higher, if I fly a bit higher, can I see anything that could lead us not through the Death Swamp, but around it somehow?
And what
without-
is it exactly that you're looking at?
An acid bath, you know.
Well, I'm looking for like some sort of pathway, maybe a bit up the mountain,
So you're inspecting the mountainside or the swamp?
the mountainside, and like the bottom of the swamp, or the bottom of the mountainside. No, the mountainside, just the mountainside.
So it's I mean the same thing. You know how to get around the swamp already. You can just walk around it. You already knew that.
Right, but Oh no, last time it was because we were being chased by.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's
it's
right.
it's just a long walk.
Yeah,
You guys,
but,
you guys chose to go through the swamp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those were
we
smart.
were. We had many options there.
You had a lot of options, yeah. Yeah, I think no, you guys could have walked around the swamp, I guess, if you wanted to.
Yeah,
I-
while we were being chased
Mhm.
by the horde of lizardmen. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's
Sure.
fine. Yeah, no, I think I told you the time. I believe it was 2 weeks, maybe much longer. I actually forget.
Mhm.
I'll check the VOD later. It's not super pertinent right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like try and forage for nuts and berries
In the Death Swamp.
around the Death Swamp, like any berry bushes along the base of the mountain and stuff.
There are pretty significant numbers of berry bushes, mushrooms, fungus, stuff like that. It's not hard to find. I don't even need you to roll.
Ah, but see, I want to see if any of them are safe.
Very
Because
unlikely.
they're growing around the Death
Yeah.
Swamp.
Very unlikely, quite frankly.
Anything
Although,
that I'm
you
not
know,
sure of, I toss.
That's like all of it then.
Okay.
I mean, considering they're in the Death Swamp. There
Yeah,
are
I'm
fungus
like,
you
well, I
there are
don't
fungus-
recognize this bush.
Well, there are mushrooms that you recognize, but they're in the Death Swamp, so it can be presumed they're not super safe to eat.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna slowly start floating back down.
The Death Swamp smells of sulfur, by the way.
Of course
Yeah,
it does.
cool.
It smelled different last time, right?
Yeah, but it's been exploded since then.
Mm-hmm.
We could
Yeah.
do it again.
The trees,
No.
the
the
trees you can
worst
see are scorched and blackened. Not burned down, but scorched and blackened. The wood is pretty hard, and there are
Does
more.
it look
No,
refertilized?
no. Mm-mm.
Does that look fucked up?
Yeah, it looks pretty fucked up. The ground is pretty pockmarked.
Good.
The
I,
trees are
I,
scorched,
I
black.
think around. Don't meet villagers.
Well, at least this time we're not being chased by 100,000 lizardmen, or whatever it was.
Demons.
Lizard orcs.
What happened to, or what happened to your skeleton friend?
I had to get rid of him.
Really? I thought you were cool with
Wasn't he
him.
carrying that fancy bow?
Fuck!
I'm sure the
Just-
guy.
just
I'm
an
sure the guards will let
angry-
you in.
An angry shout comes from him. It's just,
Maybe we ask for lost and found?
yeah, you can go do that. I'm not going back
I-
up there.
I start off. I'm already going.
If he dies, his corpse is mine.
I'm not even. I'm just gonna stay at the bottom of the mountain, just watch him go up.
Yeah, same.
Somebody should go with him. I'll go.
No.
Follow.
So when you
Okay.
get to the top of the mountain, you see the guard standing there.
Excuse me. Like as I'm on my way up the stairs.
Yes, alright. Are you a guest? Would you like to stay here?
We were guests, but before we left not too long ago, and a friend seems he lost something.
Oh, yes. Do you think it would be in the guest storage unit?
I think it's right behind you, and I like point at the bow laying on the ground.
How do we know this is yours?
Has anyone else left today?
Not as far as we're aware. Very well then, and he'll hand you the bow.
Thank you. And I like hug it to my chest and begin toddling, like half
Have a-
hopping back down the stairs.
Have a nice day, sir.
You too, ma'am.
Okay, lady, I love you. Bye-bye.
They just keep going.
I'll like walk like not up the stairs, but like to the base of them and be like, how can you get invitation into this place?
You gain invitation to this place by being a person of great worth or note.
Thank you very much. And I'll continue following. I'll follow Salazar down the mountain.
Okay.
I'm just watching him like go up, get the bow, and like, what? That worked?
When you get about halfway back down the mountain, you see the entire building pulsate a bright red for a moment, as well as the guards, before returning to the original previous color, and the guards collapse into a pile of rubble.
I stop and stare at the rubble for a moment, trying to decide if I want to go collect some.
15 seconds later, you see the rubble coalesces back into the shape of the guards. But now their faces are etched in a more angry expression.
I shake my head, turn around, and begin hopping down the mountain faster.
They no longer carry spears, they now are holding swords and shields and have bows strapped to their back.
I just like extend the bow out towards Dominus. Here you go.
Thank you. I just take the bow, grab it to my. I just. I can't believe that fucking worked.
Maybe they just wanted to talk all along, you know?
Speech.
We're going around the swamp.
There is a place I needed to go visit on our way through the swamp.
You can come back later.
Oh, I mean, it's a pressing matters.
Well,
Then
we
you can go alone.
I mean, will you guys wait for me? I don't want to like travel too
No.
far by
we
myself.
come in once we're closer, instead of going through swamp whole way.
Okay,
Yeah, we don't have to go through the swamp. I mean, do I know if it's like close to the outskirts of the swamp or?
It's not really that close to the outskirts of the swamp.
It's like in
no.
the center of the swamp,
Yes.
wasn't it?
Yes, it was closer to the other side of the swamp, though.
Yeah.
So you'd have to go all the way around for
Like
it
a
to be
month of travel.
probably more. I'm thinking about it still.
I guess I'll just come back later.
I'm sure there's another solution.
How if
behind
we
it.
went through the swamp, how fast would it be?
I told you this as well. I also forget this.
It was just over a week.
I
Just
think
over a
that's
week.
right. I think it may.
You know, week in the Death Swamp doesn't sound very tempting.
I mean, we might meet the nice villagers. They might be doing well.
You might be able to find a tunnel that leads back into the villagers' cave.
I look dejected again at the mention of the villagers maybe doing okay.
So much sadness.
I'm going around.
Alrighty, sounds great. Let's go.
And like waddling behind Salazar, behind Dominus.
I'm following.
Okay. As you guys walk away from where you were sitting, you can see Autumn's body gets thrown back against the ground, and she starts convulsing.
Now what?
Are you okay?
She's unable to make a response.
Frothing at the mouth.
I'm gonna go like kneel near her and go through all of my fucking knowledge.
You know, press small. You can just ask me what it is. You know that, right?
Racking my brain for every possibility feels better.
She appears. You've got no idea. This is too obtuse to get off of a general what's up with this kind of thing.
Does it look like she's gonna?
I want to sense her
explode or
motive.
die?
Is she
It
pulling a
does not
prank?
especially look like she's going to explode. She's definitely not pulling a prank.
Not
My
full-
eyes go wide with that realization, and I throw another heal at her.
I'm just gonna take like a step back.
I almost rolled 18 plus 4.
By step back, I mean like 10 yards back.
Autumn, you heal for 9, and while you heal, you notice, not you, she doesn't notice, the rest of the party notices that her skin and face starts convulsing as well. Like shifting along her body. And that's actually what we're going to call the session.
Somehow we're not all dead.
How'd you live? I'm amazed. So
Madre
how
de
is the
Dios.
greatest threat to the party?
The
The
party.
party.
Falling?
A mountain.
Sharp inclines. The most dangerous enemy.
I'm
No,
fine.
no.
I'm fine with sharp inclines.
In
We
all
almost died to
fairness,
boulders last time in trees on this mountain.
in all fairness, the biggest threat to this party is free will.
It is. Anytime you say, how do you want to do that? We fuck ourselves.
That's the thing DMs need to do way more often, is just ask how, why, when, what, all of that stuff. It's your most powerful tool.
We're a couple of birds in a wolf den, but to us it still feels like heaven. Cause we don't let the bad vibes get in, we don't let them win. Testify to the strength of a true bond, flying high over the heads of a rude mob, staying by the revolution of the whole clock, kill 'em all with love. I don't care if they're talking about us. No, I don't care if they put us down. No, I don't care if the sky falls around us. We're riding on a pink cloud. Oh, oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I don't care. We're riding on a pink cloud. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Our mother is the boom in the bassline. Our father is the backbeat halftime. They say we were born under a bad sign. We say yes, so what? We're the ones who create our own world. Friendly assassins known as pegboard. All glory and praise to the bad lord. Kill 'em all with love.